to item number 6. And before we take up item number 6, I would like to remind the audience that we have very specific rules that we've honored for the 40 plus years of our existence in terms of public testimony. And at least for this year, we've always been willing on any public ordinance that we're considering to allow for public input. We only ask that people speak specifically to the ordinance that is before us and not talk about other items that are before our government or any other government entity. Secondly, we ask that people keep their remarks to 2 minutes because we want to respect other folks who might want to speak to it, as well as have an opportunity to complete our agenda in a reasonable amount of time. So with that background, I'd like to turn now to the hearing and second reading of ordinances from our standing as well as our regional committees. First, item 6 is under government accountability, oversight, and financial performance. Will the clerk please read the item into the record?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Item 6 is proposed substitute ordinance number 2011-0493, an ordinance making changes to King County's procurement process.
Thank you very much. As I just indicated, this is an ordinance, so we're required to have a public hearing, and I have a list of 5 people whose names I will call and allow them to testify either at this podium or the one to my far right. We only ask that you state your name and respect the process that I articulated a little earlier. I'll call 3 people at a time. The first 3 people to speak are Mia Jacobson, Sam Bellamio, and Alex Zimmerman. Mia?
Hello, I am Mia Jacobson. And today we're talking about government accountability, procurement process, financial, from my understanding. Thank you. So good afternoon, council members. Nice to see you all again. Last time I spoke, I got a little off topic, and I apologize for taking your attention away from the issue at hand. So here we are. Every Monday, my friends and I come and ask you for a meeting every month without a set agenda that is open to the public. We come here every month or every Monday, sometimes having to take your time away from the scheduled topics precisely because there is no other opportunity to address you according to our own concerns, the concerns of the people. I know we can schedule a private meeting, which I found to actually be rather difficult, but the whole point is a public conversation. The population you represent has the right to have a public conversation with you, and all we are asking is that you acknowledge this right, which is essential to democracy.
Excuse me, Mia. You indicated at the beginning that you got a little off topic at the last meeting, and then you proceed right away not to talk about the King County procurement process, rather about you have an opportunity to have input with us.
We're talking about the accountability of the procurement process. What exactly does procurement, the obtainment of the finances of the King County? So the services that you have towards the people? And that would be...
Well, do you want to speak specifically?
When we can speak, we're talking about you every day almost for a long time, more than 6 months right now.
Mr. Zimmerman, I'm going to rule you out of order. Go ahead.
Thank you very much.
Mia.
Well, I'm giving context for exactly how you can be held accountable, and that is the issue today, right?
But it's not us. Procurement is not about King County council members being held accountable by allowing public input. We always allow for public input.
But only if it has to do with what you want to talk about.
No, only if it has to do with what's on our agenda.
That you create.
Yes.
So whatever you want to talk about.
We create it for the people every week, and we ask the people to respect it, and most people do.
Well, I'm asking you that there are things that you don't put on the agenda that I would like to be put on the agenda.
And I'm ruling that it's out of order for you to talk about it at any other thing at this time.
Well, I'm talking about government accountability, and I don't understand what other time I can talk to you. That's the whole point of why we're coming here.
We're asking you to specifically talk about procurement ordinance that's before us, if you don't have anything to...
And if procurement has to do with government services or King County services,
She believes they're related. Let her talk about it.
I believe that they are related.
Who are you?
I'm the chair of the King County Council, and I have a right to ask for you to follow the decorum. Well,
I mean, I understand your
You know-
frustration, Mr. Gossett, but I think that there is value to what I am saying, and I don't understand what other opportunity I have to address you.
well, you won't have the opportunity to address me right now. I'm
When
ruling
will
you out of
I?
order because we'll let you know when you will. If we have a time when we allow for general public input,
That's what we're asking for, is a meeting.
I'll let you know when we get to that point. But now is not the
We're
time.
asking you for a really long time in order to do this.
I would like to be able to call the next person. Mia, your testimony's up. No, she's up. And I can. Well, I have a right to have her and you removed if you're not following that. Yeah. Yeah. Mia, I'm asking that you please leave the podium at this time. No. I'm stopping you from speaking because you're not following our rules. That's what I'm doing. Thank you. Have a seat.
Strange.
Have a seat. Yeah. Oh.
No, she's.
And Sam, the same rules hold for you.
I understand.
Are you
rules.
going to speak on the procurement ordinance?
Yeah, the procurement process. I don't believe you guys have the ability to write any ordinance without having public input. If you stop me from talking, I guarantee you I'm going to sue you. I will sue you. We have Section 5 of Washington State Constitution says I have the freedom to speak freely. Who are you to put limits? Don't stop me from talking. I have freedom of speech. You cannot curtail it. You cannot shorten what I'm saying. Excuse me. And then next, also, we have waited 15 minutes for you to be late for the other meeting that took place. We knew, excuse me.
Mr. Romeo, you're out of order.
Excuse me. I'm trying to get to
You're out of order.
You cannot have the procurement process and you cannot respect.
You have to sit down, sir.
I am talking about the procurement process. Who are you to tell me about what I can say about the procurement process?
I'm the chair of the King County Council, and we have the right to control.
You do have control, so give me my 2 minutes.
No,
I have 2 minutes to speak.
I ruled you out of order.
And what does that mean?
You have to sit down.
That means you have a 200-year constitution.
You have to sit down.
Wipe it off by saying, excuse me, let me talk.
Sam, please have your seat.
I'm going to tell you, if I remove, I'm going to sue you.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Alex Zimmerman.
Yeah, hello. You remember we staying for 2 minutes very quiet? When you not stop and doing like this, we come every meeting and will be quiet for 2 minutes like we did before. In this
We're
situation,
not going to allow that either.
Freedom of speech.
Because you're not speaking directly to the ordinance or the measure before us.
I'm so sorry. Can I speak somehow about ordinance? Can I speak right now about
On the
ordinance?
procurement
Yeah, about
ordinance
procurement.
that's before us right now?
Exactly. What does I mean procurement?
Yes, let's hear.
You give me 2 minutes?
No, not if you're not going to speak specifically to the procurement ordinance that we're considering at this moment.
Okay, how much time you give me?
No time.
Oh, 0 time?
Yes, if you're not speaking to the ordinance.
Okay. So what is we talking right now about accountability, government accountability?
No. Mr. Zimmerman, you two are out of order.
No,
Not
I
being
ask you, what is you want, what is I talking? Let me
I
know.
already told you 3 times. That's reasonable.
Oh, okay.
So I turned off the microphone. You're finished. You're finished. I turned off the microphone. Because I'm not allowing you to talk any further. The next person that had signed up to talk specifically to this ordinance is Karina.